Hello, welcome to Live Longer by Getting Less Pissed Off, the surprising science of anger and aging. Hi, my name is Hollis Perky, and I'm an anger subject matter expert. Hello, beautiful humans who want to live forever. I am so thrilled to be here at the Live Stronger and Longer panel, where we're all trying to figure out how to be 150 years old and do yoga on the beach. Or even better, earth-shaking great tantric sex at 150. But really, I'm here to talk about something that's literally aging you faster than a vampire in sunlight: anger. Fun fact: every time you lose your temper, you lose approximately 3 minutes of your life. I calculated last week alone, my interaction with customer service cost me about 6 months. At this rate, I'll be dead by Thursday. But here's the good news. I'm going to show you how to add those years back by becoming a Zen master you were meant to be. And yes, we're going to laugh while we do it because laughter adds 8 minutes to your life. So by my math, this talk, by the end of it, you'll be immortal. The fountain of youth is not being pissed off. Let me blow your mind with some science that'll make you want to hug your enemies. When you get angry, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone that's basically like pouring acid on your telomeres. Those little, for those who skipped biology, telomeres are the little caps of the DNA that keep you young. Think of them as the plastic strips on your shoelaces, except when they fray, you don't just look shabby, you look old. Studies show that people with anger issues have telomeres that look like they've been through a blender. One researcher said, and I'm not making this up, chronic anger ages your cells faster than smoking while running a marathon in the desert. So that road rage incident where you followed someone for 5 miles to give them a piece of your mind, congratulations. You just donated a week of your life to a stranger who doesn't even know you exist. Meanwhile, Buddhist monks who practice loving kindness meditations have telomeres of 25-year-old well into their 80s. One monk was asked his secret to longevity. His response: I gave up being right 60 years ago. Now, imagine that. Being wrong and living forever. Sign me up, baby. Your body on anger. Let's talk about what happens to your body when you're angry, because it's basically like declaring war on yourself. Your heart rate jumps to 180. That's higher than most people's target exercise zone. So technically, you're getting a cardio workout, but it's the kind that your cardiologists have nightmares about. Your blood pressure spikes so high that your Fitbit thinks you're climbing Mount Everest. Your immune system crashes harder than Windows 95. And your digestion, well, let's just say that angry people spend a lot of time in the bathroom. And it's not in the good, I'm cleansing myself with green juice kind of way. No. Here's what nobody tells you. Anger is the most expensive emotion you can have. 40 minutes of arterial damage per episode, 3 hours of disrupted sleep, 24 hours of weakened immunity, and approximately $4,000 per year in stress-related health costs. Whew. That's right. Your temper is literally costing you a vacation to Bali where you could be doing yoga on the beach with people who wear crystals unironically. But here's my favorite statistic. People who practice anger management techniques show the same biological markers as people 10 years younger. And doesn't that make you look perpetually, it doesn't make you look perpetually surprised. The 3-minute miracle method. Now, I'm going to teach you my 3-minute miracle method for anger management. Why 3 minutes? Because that's exactly how long it takes your prefrontal cortex to talk your amygdala off the ledge. It's also how long a TikTok compilation is. So I know I have the correct attention span. Now, minute 1, the reality check. When someone pisses you off, ask yourself, will this matter when I'm 150 years old doing handstands on my yacht? Last week, I almost lost it because someone took my parking spot at Whole Foods. Then I realized when I'm a super centenarian with abs of steel and wisdom of Yoda, will I remember the Prius that stole my spot? No. But my telomeres will remember if I stroke out over it. Minute 2, breathe life literally. Here's a breathing technique that adds years to your life and makes you look like a mysterious and deep human being. Okay, ready? We're going to do this together. Okay, exhale. Now breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's adding life force. Hold for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's maintaining Zen. Now breathe out with 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. That doesn't serve. That's releasing what doesn't serve you, including fantasy about keying somebody's car. Now you hold it for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you repeat it. Now, doesn't that feel better just doing it once? You can do it as often or as long as you want. The longer, the better. It's called box breathing. The Navy SEALs use this, and you know what the average Navy SEAL's biological age is? I don't either, but I guess it's pretty impressive. Okay, minute 3, the reframe game. Okay, this is where you become a mental gymnast. Instead of that jerk cut me off, try that person is rushing to donate a kidney. Instead of my boss is a monster, try my boss is teaching me patience, which will help me live to 200. Now, I know, sometimes they're not rushing to donate a kidney. Sometimes they're just jerks. But here's the thing. Assuming the best adds years to your life. Assuming the worst adds wrinkles. Choose your adventure. The longevity hack nobody talks about. So, want to know the biggest longevity secret that influencers won't tell you? It's not a $300 supplement or a coffee enema. It's this: letting shit go. There's a blue zone in Sardinia where people regularly live past 100. Researchers studied them expecting to find some magical diet. Instead, they found a cultural practice called let it be like water off a duck's back. That's literally what they call it. When someone wrongs them, they shrug and say, water off a duck. Then they go drink and laugh about it. These people are outliving us while day drinking. Let that sink in. Meanwhile, in America, we're holding grudges from 2003. I know people still mad about their 8th grade science fair. Karen, you're 47. Let it go. Your volcano didn't win. Move on. Your cortisol levels are begging you. Please stop. The research is clear. Forgiveness adds an average of 7 years to your life. That's almost a decade you could spend doing literally anything else besides being mad at your ex-brother-in-law. Now, I want to take a moment here to show you the link to my fabulous free offer. And we're going to bring this up and go through this. This is for the first 10 people. Here's a link to my free offer. It's a 10-week anger course, and follow that link and you can access to it. Only for the first 10 people, though. And then for the VIP members, we have this link. For the first 7 VIPs, they get this link offer of a 40-minute call with me to solve one anger issue. That's a $497 value, and it's for free. So 7 people, sign up quickly. We'll come back to these a little bit later in just a minute. But now we're going to finish our speech. So the anti-aging anger workout. Now, let's do what I call the anti-aging anger workout. This is like CrossFit for your emotions, but nobody's yelling at you to flip a semi-truck tire. Exercise 1, the shoulder drop. Right now, drop your shoulders, release them. I'll wait. Okay, now roll them front and back. Doesn't that feel better? Feel that. You just released 5 pounds of tension. That's 5 pounds you've been carrying like an emotional backpack full of rocks. No wonder you're tired. Exercise 2, the jaw release. Unclench your jaw. Come on. I know it's clenched. We're all walking around here like we're auditioning for a TMJ commercial. Okay, you ready? Oh, wow, doesn't that feel good? Okay, exercise 3, the smile surge. Fake smile for 10 seconds. I know it feels stupid, but do it anyway. Your brain can't tell the difference between a fake smile and a real one. So literally hacking your neurochemistry is like being your own drug dealer, but legal. Okay, you ready? We're going to do this together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Congratulations, you just added 6 months to your life. Now, the centenarian secret. I interviewed a 103-year-old woman last month. Want to know her secret to longevity? She said, I stopped arguing with idiots when I was 40. Think about that. She's been not arguing with idiots for 63 years. That's like a PhD in not giving a damn. She also said, every time I feel myself getting angry, I ask, do I want to be right or do I want to be 104? This woman has buried 3 husbands, survived 2 pandemics, and still does water aerobics. When I asked how she deals with difficult people, she said, honey, at my age, I don't have time to be angry. I might die mid-argument. What a waste of a death. She's got a point. Imagine your last words being, and another thing about your parking. Not exactly the legacy you're looking for, right? So your 30-day youth restoration plan. Here's your 30-day plan to reverse aging through anger management. Week 1, the trigger tracker. Write down what pisses you off. You'll notice patterns. Mine was people who don't use turn signals, slow Wi-Fi, and anyone who says whatever and roll their eyes. That's 90% of my anger right there. Week 2, the 6-second solution. When triggered, count to 6 before responding. That's how long it takes your prefrontal cortex to come online. It's like waiting for your computer to boot up before you start clicking frantically away. Okay, week 3, the compliment conspiracy. Every time you want to criticize someone, find something to compliment them instead. It's like a reverse psychology on your own brain. Yesterday, instead of telling someone that I thought their presentation sucked, I said, wow, you used all the fonts. They were confused, but my telomeres were thriving. The laughter prescription, week 4. Replace 1 anger response per day with laughter. Someone cuts you off, laugh. Spouse leaves dishes in the sink, hilarious. Oh, it's either that or early death. Your choice. Closing. Here's my closing. Okay, so you can choose your own longevity adventure. So here's the deal, my future centenarians. You can spend your precious life force being angry at every idiot with a driver's license and every politician who makes your blood boil and every relative who posts conspiracy theories on Facebook. Or you can decide that longevity is worth more than being right, that your telomeres are too valuable to waste on road rage, and that you'd rather live for 150 and have the last laugh, literally. Remember, every moment of anger is a moment of aging, but every moment of peace is a moment of youth restoration. You're basically Benjamin buttoning yourself every time you choose calm over chaos. Okay, so here we're going to go back again real quickly for the to pull up our links again. And this is, again, we have 3 more left now of the 10 available. So anyone who's interested in the free $147 course, it's available right now. Two more now. And here's the VIP, which we have, again, only 2 left. For the last 2, 40-minute conversation with me to solve 1 anger issue. And we're going to leave this up. They will come up a little bit later at the end. So let me complete my closing statements. Now, I'll leave you with this. In the time it takes to have 1 good rage session about your internet provider, you could have done 20 minutes of yoga, meditated for 10, and added a year to your life. Choose wisely, choose longevity, choose to save your anger for things that really matter, like people who put pineapple on a pizza. Hey, thank you for spending 15 minutes with me, getting younger. Now, go forth and be immortal.